My name is Tyler Seawick. I'm 11 years old and in 7th grade at St. Mark's School in Buffalo, New York. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite dishes, lasagna. And this isn't a wimpy lasagna. This is a deep, deep dish loaded with ooey gooey cheese and beef. Go big or go home is my motto. First, I'd like to tell you a little about myself. I'd like to introduce my other half, my partner in crime, my best bud, my sous chef, my bro, my twin brother, Zachary. No, you're not seeing double, we're twins.
What? Did you just say that I was your sous chef? I think it's the other way around. You are my sous chef. I'm the executive chef in this house. I am auditioning for Chop Jr. too, so let's see who the real chef is.
I think he's challenging me. Bring it on. Can you tell we're a tad competitive? Okay, now leave, Zachary. This is my audition for Chop Jr. So, besides having a twin brother, I also have an older brother named Nate. He was on Chop Jr. Season 3, but you'll have to watch to see if he wins. I also live with my mom and dad, who are my true inspirations for the interest and talents in cooking. When I'm not cooking or eating, I'm most likely playing sports, like golf. I'm a pretty epic golfer and play on a junior PGA team for Western New York. I actually played golf next to Jim Kelly last month, and he thought I was really good. I hope to play professionally one day. I am also an amazing skier and have won several awards. So, as you can see, I'm good at sports because of my competitive nature. I am the same way with cooking, and that's why I believe I can win Chop Jr. I am a fast and furious competitor. I am creative and adventurous, and I am determined and on a mission to win. Go big or go home is my motto. So now on to cooking the deep dish lasagna. So I'm going to show you how to make lasagna. Given that I am half Italian, half of the foods we cook at home are Italian. I am also half Polish, but I'll save those recipes for another time. This is a lasagna recipe that I learned from my mom and from my grandmother. We always make a huge pan of it because everyone wants seconds or thirds or even fourths like me. Okay, so first we're going to put the ground beef in the pan until it browns, and then we're going to add garlic and onions. We're going to cut up the onion. You always need to have a sharp knife. It's really important that you dice up the onions. Make sure that all of it is browned and finely cooked. And now to add some flavor, we're going to add some red wine, which makes it taste a lot better. This is my parents' favorite part. Now for the cheese filling. First we add ricotta cheese filling. And now 2 eggs. And now time for the mozzarella cheese. Parmesan cheese. And fresh oregano, parsley, and mint from my mom's garden. And then stir. Now for the fun part, the layering of the lasagna. So what I like to do is I like to dip the lasagna noodles in some hot water for a few seconds. Some people like to boil them, but I like to just put them in like this. And some people just like to put them in raw, and then I feel like they wouldn't cook evenly. So I like to just put them in like this. This pan is my great grandmother's, and it's perfect for lasagna because a lot of people come over when you have lasagna, so then everybody can have seconds and thirds and fourths. Okay, now I have the noodles down, but now we're going to put the ricotta cheese down that we made earlier with the Parmesan cheese, the mozzarella cheese, all the herbs. My brother, he loves this part because he loves cheese. Okay, now the bottom cheese layer of ricotta cheese is down. Now we're going to add the meat. This meat, it adds a lot of flavor and it makes the lasagna more rustic, and that's how my family likes to make their lasagna. Okay, now we finished the first layer, but now I like to just put down some marinara sauce because the cheese or the ricotta filling has a lot of different cheeses in it. It has mozzarella and it makes it really ooey and gooey, which is the best part. And now for the top layer. You just put your red sauce on here, on all the noodles. Make sure that you get it on every part of the noodle, or else it'll get all crunchy in the oven, and then no one likes that. I put the foil over so then it would help cook it and keep the heat inside. This weighs like 10 pounds. So okay, so I'm gonna put it on the bottom tray so that it'll cook more fast. So you want to cook it at 375 degrees for about 50 minutes. So it's been about 50 minutes and I think that the lasagna should be ready. It smells so good. Okay, so now we're going to top it with some fresh mozzarella cheese. Okay, I just took this out of the oven and it's really hot. It smells super good though. So now I'm going to put on the fresh grated mozzarella cheese and then I'm going to put it in the oven, and so then it gets all ooey gooey and super delicious. Okay, now so the lasagna is ready. I wish you could smell it. I'm smelling right now. It smells so good. Okay, so we're gonna let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes and then we're gonna serve it to my family. Okay, so the lasagna has been sitting for about 15 minutes and it's ready to be taken out. So you need to make sure that it sits for about 15 minutes because you need to have all the flavors and the cheeses meld together so that it just makes the lasagna a lot better. Oh my gosh. Wow, that smells great. My grandmother would be proud. Now for the marinara sauce. It smells so good. And now some fresh Parmesan cheese. Now for some fresh basil. Now this is no wimpy lasagna. Look at this, it's crazy. There's 6 layers, all meat and cheese and noodles. Looks so good. So my grandparents and great-grandparents and great-great-grandparents would be so proud of this. I can't wait to serve this to my brothers and my parents. They're going to say this is definitely a Chopped Jr. winning dish. And now the best part, eating the lasagna that I made for my family.
Wow.
Wow, this looks delicious.
Absolutely delicious.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Wow. Absolutely delicious. Cheers. Can't wait to see you again. Good job, buddy.
Thank you.